Hey y'all, so this week's mini-so is not so mini because my birthday is Wednesday. So, as a birthday special, I teamed up with my homegirl Nakia Hazel, who is a representative of Pure Romance. Pure Romance is a beautiful spot where I get all of my toys and some of my health and beauty products. So, this week only, today, August 28th, through August 31st, you can use my special birthday code Kia B Day, KIABDAY, to get 15% off your total order. So help a sister out on her birthday and go get you some toys, get you some lube, get you some cleaner, get you some lingerie, get you some beauty products, get you all the shit to celebrate my birthday. Use code Kia B Day for 15% off at prbynakia.com. If you're interested in booking your own party for free, y'all, 100% free, it is not a single cost out of your pocket to host your own Pure Romance party. Make sure to hit up Nakia on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. All of her socials and the link to use the 15% off code is in the description. Now let's get into some shit this week. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Two Scrippers One Poll. I am joined by a very, very special guest that is near and dear to my heart, Nakia, who is with Pure Romance.
Yes.
And we've known each other for over a year and a half
It's been about a year and a half now. Yeah.
now? Yeah. Or
Yes.
yeah.
It's my
Because I
camera just
met
a
you
smooch.
at Exposed at the gal
Yeah, at a
convention.
Valentine's Day event.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was 2022. It was a Valentine's Day event. And then
And now we're here.
we're
This is
here.
this is my go-to person. Besides, I have a sponsorship with Balesa. So I've been getting a lot of I only bought one toy from them during the pandemic. But I know that they do a brand ambassador thing. So
Okay.
I had signed up with them when I had first started the podcast. So now I'm getting free stuff. But other than that, it's Pure Romance is my jam.
I won't
You're
hold
my
it
girl.
against you.
Yes. And it's funny because when I was in college, I had went to a Pure Romance party, and then I briefly thought about being one like you. I thought about doing your job.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's always room to enhance and expand. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Um, so how did you get started with Pure
Oh
Romance?
gosh. All right. So not the way people expect. They hear when people hear that you do those parties, they
Yeah.
automatically think, oh, she's a freak. Oh, she does XYZ. No. I was an aerospace engineer, shy quiet, was invited to a ladies' night and it was a slumber party. And excuse me, we were the company that I was a part of before Pure Romance was called Slumber Parties. I
Hmm.
never heard of them. I didn't even know these things actually existed. And my girlfriends were like, oh, it's a slumber party. And so I was like, cool. They know I'm into themes. And so I showed up to the party in pajamas because I thought it was a slumber party. And to my surprise, it was not. And there were things vibrating and lingerie and all. And I was just like, get me the hell up out of here. What is happening? We don't I did not come from I'm Gen X. So Gen
Yeah.
X did not come from that um open sexuality type of thing. Our parents taught us whatever goes on in the bedroom stays in the
Hmm.
bedroom. We don't talk sex. My first talk about the birds and the bees was when I was walking down the aisle. Yeah, so
Wow.
we didn't have I knew about it from school, but I didn't our parents didn't talk to us about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um And so I was pleasantly surprised. It was very comfortable. And the woman who was doing the party was extremely educated and was saying things that I was like, oh, wait, that's normal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought that something was wrong with me. I thought I was broken. And so to hear that other women went through this too, and then also it's a normal thing that women go through, I was like, okay. Plus, she was hella funny. It was awesome. And so when we got to the shopping portion, because we used to be a direct sales company. We're not anymore. We branched away from MLM and direct sales, but I went to place an order. And when talking with her, I was like, what else do you do besides this? This cannot be your only job. You
Yeah.
cannot make money doing this. And she was like, no, I get to stay home with my kids, and I'm a stay-at-home mom by day. I help to pay a $4,000 mortgage with my husband, and on the weekends, this is what I do. And so I was like, okay. And she said, would you consider doing this? And I said, no. Then, but I was just curious. And
Yeah.
my friends convinced me to have my bachelorette party with her, and we had so much fun. And she was like, are you sure it's not something you want to get into? Because your friends just gave you a $1,500 party. And I was excited because hostesses get 10% of the party sales plus
Yeah.
extra perks and everything. So I was like, wow, I'm getting $150 in product. That's awesome. And she was like, yeah, but just so you know, I just made $600 off of your friends. I said, okay. So I talked with my husband and my fiance at the time, and I was like, babe, I think I want to do this. I'm just not sure. And he was like, you should do it. He's the one that pushed me into doing it.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, worst case scenario, we have a box of stuff to play with. And I said, you know what? You're right. And so I gave it a shot. And at the time, I when I signed up, it was a month or so after I got married, and I found out when I was getting in the groove of it that I actually had a honeymoon pregnancy. So I
Mm.
was pregnant and had two other kids on the outside. And I was working a full-time job. And what I forgot to mention was I was also in school full-time. So I had a lot on my plate, and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And my mentor who signed me up was like, just try one party. Just, do as many, you could do as many as you want. And for me, it got me out the house. It got me away
Mm-hmm.
from my kids. It got me to a place where I could be with like-minded people. Um, it was a girls' night every day. Like it wasn't, I was doing a job. I was legit having fun
Mm-hmm.
with these people. And I was like, I'm having my own girls' night. I get to dress up. I get to put on makeup. I get to wear fancy shoes. So that's what I did. The parties, the profit that I made from it, I bought shoes because I'm a bona fide certified shoe whore. That is who I am. I love, love, love shoes. And so whether it was $50 in products and profit, or sometimes I made three, four, $500 in profit.
Yeah.
I bought shoes. That's what I did. And I was really doing 1 to 2 parties a month for about a year, and that was enough for me until I got a call. And I joke about this at my parties all the time. And I go, are we allowed to use exclamatories, I should say? Are we
Right.
allowed to cuss? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
Oh,
listen. My
okay.
motto is like, y'all get what the fuck I give you.
Oh,
I'm just all
perfect.
over.
Perfect. Look, I don't want to corrupt anyone. I don't know what Christians we got on here. I just want to be sure. But yeah, so I joke at this at my parties, and I say I got stalked by this bitch who tried to take me to court. Her name was Sally Mae, and Some of you know who Sally Mae
Yes.
is, and she changed her name to Navient for those that are like, who is Sally Mae? And it's student loans. And I went to school twice, so I owed her a bunch of money, and I was like, I don't need to pay you. And apparently, the court said that I did.
Oh,
So
wow.
I, right. So I decided to become an adult and take this responsibility of, okay, well, I'm making, anywhere from at that time, I was making consistently anywhere from 200 on up per party. And I was like, instead of buying shoes, I could probably use that money to just put it towards my student loans. And so
Mm.
that's what I did. And I managed to pay off my student loans in 6 years. And so I'm in school now, and thank God I'm smart because I have a scholarship, so I don't have to worry about.
Yay.
I know, right? But if I needed to make the money to do it, I have it
Yeah.
because of pure romance. And just in fact, recently, my husband and I celebrated our 15th wedding anniversary, and
Congratulations.
I surprised him and said, "So we're going to Jamaica." And the whole entire trip was paid for courtesy of pure romance. So yeah, the sky's the limit with our company. You can do as little or as much as you want to. We don't force you and say you have to do this certain amount and you don't get to keep it. It's whatever you want to make.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
So I had a question because I know that like when I went to the one in college and then when I hosted a party with you last year,
Mhm.
it was like women only. But before we like started recording, you said something about a couples and
Yes.
thruples. So I'm interested in
So
that.
we are no longer a direct sales and MLM format company.
Yeah.
And we were never an MLM company, but people like to, they hear direct sales and they automatically think pyramid and a whole big rigmarole. We have moved away from that
Mm-hmm.
and made it more about what you want to earn. So we are what's called an omni sales company. So it's based upon how you want to do sales, whether you want to do in person, whether you want to do online, social media, have people come to your house, a website, whatever it is that you want to do. That's the structure that we have. And so we also loosened up on a lot of the policies
Mm-hmm.
that were surrounding that. So one of the policies was it was a women's only company, and which means we only did parties for women. It made women feel more comfortable to be able to talk about things that sometimes men made them feel uncomfortable about,
Mm-hmm.
and then to express things that men wouldn't understand, and so we now are allowed, and it's the consultant's discretion, it's up to them whether they want to do it or not. We are allowed to have men at our parties. So for me, because my history, I've been doing this for 15 years now, and my history of allowing men to even be in the room when even when I'm doing what I used to call an open house, meaning that I had products out. I never did a presentation, but I did allow couples consultations. The men were ignorant. They were some were very insecure. What do you need that toy for? You
Yeah.
got me, and not realizing that women need vibration. They need that
Yeah.
stimulation in order to have an orgasm. And unfortunately, not saying that sex isn't great, it is, but it's not orgasm worthy
Mm-hmm.
because they're not getting their clit stimulated.
Mm.
So what I'm doing is I'm actually doing parties for couples only and thruples because you know but no single. So it's not necessarily a mix and mingle type thing. It
Mhm.
is truly they're in relationships with one another. And we talk about intimacy and we talk about what the woman needs from the guy and then what the guy needs from the woman because
Mhm.
we do sell men's products as well. And sometimes men need a little extra loving too, and
Yeah.
helping to build that communication. So it's a little different, but I'm excited for what's to come from it.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
Yeah.
I am super excited, y'all. They got a BDSM line, and we've been talking about this all week. And we started talking about it before I was recording. And I was like,
Yes,
wait, 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 hold
yes,
on, gotta
yes,
start. So I
yes,
need to
yes.
hear. I need to hear about this flogger.
Okay, so um, I I'm trying to see if I have um. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta pull it up. Is it okay to share my screen? Would that be
Yes.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, because I have some stuff in person,
Hmm.
but I don't have everything. It's slowly coming in.
Okay.
But this line just dropped. It just dropped this week actually, on Monday. And so I got some stuff that I know for myself. I'm like, if it was me,
Yeah.
I would be buying the hell out of it.
Yeah.
And then the rest I'm just gonna add in. So let me um find my screen.
Oh,
But
and that promo video is hot.
girl,
I watched it over a couple of times. I was like,
girl,
hold up, wait.
very very much so. Very, very much so. It is like we had a fantasy line back when 50 Shades was
Hmm.
out. But this yeah, yeah. This is like one of those woo cha. So I'll say the last two that I have, and I'm gonna show you let me see if I can share. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So this first one, and it was on back order. That's the only reason why it didn't come in.
Yeah.
That just shows you how hot this is. It's called Back It Up. So what it is, it's an anal toy. However, right? Right.
Not expecting
Not
that.
right. So it is not for the weak at heart. I will tell you this. If you have never done backdoor play or used backdoor toys, I would not recommend this for you.
Okay.
However,
However, comma.
right. For my adventurous people, get into it. Okay. So it is, first of all of our toys, with the exception of maybe five or six, um, are rechargeable, submersible, meaning you can put it in the bathtub or the shower with you. And they are super duper quiet. Okay. We do have battery operated buddies.
Mhm.
However, why waste your money on batteries? For me, that's
I
like a
like that.
vacation toy. You take
Mhm.
battery toys with you on vacation because
Yeah.
if it gets lost or whatever, it's okay. But the rechargeable ones are where it's at. We're in the 21st century. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Um,
My
so
first toy was a battery powered toy. And like I wasn't into toys, but all my friends was like, can't get a toy, can't get a toy. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I bought a toy and I was like, this is what you guys were talking about. This is trash. And then I never looked back. And then I had went on a cruise in 2019 and like one of the stops, there was nothing to do. And me, my best friend, and my sister had stumbled across this like sex store. And there was like a chicken running around. I don't know. But I ended up walking out like with two vibrators and some metal Kegel balls. And I was like, the game has changed forever.
yes, you find that first toy, and most people will tell me, "Oh, I just went to the sex store and I got XYZ." They can't help you there. They
Yeah.
really can't. It's a dirty old man who's watching you get the stuff, making you feel creepy and everything. And then if you have questions, they can't answer your questions. And then they take what they used to do back then before rechargeable became a big thing. They used to take the toys out the box
Yes,
and
they
put
still
their
do.
own batteries in to make sure it worked. So then you
They
got
still
to
do.
their grubby hands all
Yep.
on your toys that's going to go in a personal space.
Yeah.
And they can't answer your questions, you know? So I love the fact that we are your own private store. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah, I
Now,
love that too.
yeah, and we don't have everything. Let's be real. We don't have every single toy known to man, but I love that our quality, we can back up our quality and our toys are
Hmm.
warranted. So
Yeah.
there's that. But yeah, so what this one does, and this is for male or female, okay? Just do know that. And do not mean that you're gay if a male is using this. Your prostate is actually in the anal cavity, and that is where a man's G spot is. So to
Hmm.
have the best orgasm ever, sometimes you just got to go there. All
Yeah.
right. So this toy, do you see this hollow part right here in the
Yeah.
circular part? So it actually thumps. It's like a woofer speaker. It yeah, it pulsates
Visual.
up and down. Okay. All right. It pulsates. And then this part here hooks on under the scrotum. Okay. Yeah. It hooks under the scrotum. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, for women, this is an even better toy because you can either use it backdoor, and then this part will sit near the clitoris. Okay, so you
Mhm.
got some vibration going on there. Or if you're like, absolutely not, I'm just not a backdoor person, no worries. This can now be a G spot toy. It's going
Mm.
to pulsate on the G spot.
Mm.
And this hanging part here is going to sit on your clitoris.
Okay. I might have to get that one.
Yeah.
I might have because I thought like when you sent it to me, I was like, this is cool and all, but I didn't really know what's going on. But now that you say that,
Yes.
like the thought
Yes.
of it pulsating on a G spot, I'm sold.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes. Yeah. So you can see it, the size of it, and everything. Yeah, it's good. So good that it went on back order. So just saying, okay, it's sold out, but it's really, really good. I just, always give a disclaimer. Once you use it as a backdoor toy, that is all you can use it for. You can't
Okay.
switch back and forth. You don't want that cross contamination. Okay,
Hmm.
so I say get two. Uh,
Yeah.
and just mark it, get some colorful, electric tape, and just
Hmm.
wrap so you know which one's for the front and which one's for the back. So let's see, what's our next one? Oh, this one.
I saw this one. I was
Okay,
intrigued by this
let me
one.
tell you, as someone who is almost 48 years old, okay, you can't be as versatile and as energetic, and I don't care what anybody says, when you hit your 40s, you don't need a half hour, 45 minutes. You don't. I don't care how good it is. You don't. It doesn't. Every now and again is great, but you don't need that much time. 10 minutes, hell, 15 on a good day. It doesn't have to be that long because we don't have the energy, the stamina, or the time. This thing right here is perfect because, men, even though, same thing with them as they get older, they don't, they in their head are like, I don't know if I can last as long or whatever, but they're not going to say that. Their
Hmm.
ego is going to say something totally different. When you are in doggy style at a 40 something on up, it's a different thing happening because for whatever reason, men take the longest when you are in doggy style. I
Yeah.
don't know why, but they take forever. And you got wrist issues, you got arm stuff going on. You're trying to get into cat and heat position, which is head down, ass up. So this come from behind is a cushiony pad that has straps where doggy style, they can put you in that position, and it's adjustable. So don't think that the straps are this short. You can actually adjust it.
Mhm.
And that way they can keep you upright and they can give you the pounded, especially because also when guys get a little older, things get a little shorter. I'm just saying they do. Look, I, I'm a certified sexual, just in case anybody didn't know, it's not just pure romance. I am a certified sexual health educator. I do have my certification to teach this. And as you get older, especially with men, depending on what medications they're on, the belly gut, all of the things, we're getting older. Metabolism is starting to slow down. Shrinkage is real, not just for heights, but, we droop, they get shorter. Okay. It,
Yeah.
it happens. So the doggy style is the best position for those that aren't as endowed because they could go to pound town with no issues and you feel it more.
Mhm.
But again, we don't have time for all of that. So you have your it helps to enhance doggy style. Now I was told that it also helps to be a missionary too. I have not figured out how, but I do know for doggy style, deeper penetration, keeping you upright, keeping you balanced. This
Mhm.
is where it's at. And it's only $39, which I
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. All right. Let's see. Did I get to Oh, this is my other favorite one. So for those that are actually into the BDSM or into submissive and dominant play, this would be perfect. And if you are wanting to get into it, this is perfect for you as well. So it is called Permission to Please. It is a four-piece set. These straps in the middle, it looks like a lace corset. That's actually where you put your arms to keep you bonded. And then they tie on the side. So it can be either your hands are bonded in front of you or they're in back of you and you're on your knees in that submissive position. Also has the blindfold, um, which the reason why you always cover the eyes, why there's always a blindfold, not because they don't want you to know what's going on, but when you take away the sense of sight, everything else enhances.
Mhm.
So the touch feels even better. The smell is more enhanced. So your body reacts a lot different, and it helps to get that stimulation going a lot faster. Okay.
Mhm.
Then you have to the left here the crop. Okay. So the crop is not necessarily meant for pain. Okay. The crop is just giving you just little tender taps. Just up and down the skin. And what that crop is going to do is it's going to help to bring the nerve ending up onto the skin so that you're more sensitive to touch. You can also use the crop. So this is my vulva area right here. You can use the crop just for a little bit of clit play. Tap, tap, tap. Tiny, okay? Just a little bit. Doesn't have to be hard, but just that little sensation because you're already have that desire flowing, you have the blindfold on. So any little bit of touch of any kind is going to send you over the edge. Okay.
Mhm.
And then we have to the right, the paddle. And the paddle is for a little bit of um, more hardcore, more intense BDSM where it can be painful because you are smacking the thighs, you are smacking the butt.
Mhm.
Never in the same spots. You always want to change spots, just
Mhm.
so you know.
Yeah.
And so you have that whole enhancement there. Let me see if I have, so you can see here, you got the arms tied up here. You can also, I will say for the smaller legged people, you can get your legs in as well and have your legs bonded as well
Hmm.
doing that. Okay. So that is that. Well, so now I have the last two live. And I was showing this before we hit the record button because I literally just got it and I told you it was just released this week. So this one, right? For those who don't know what this is a flogger. It is called Hit the Spot. Reason being, this is a vegan leather flogger, and what floggers actually do is it helps to enhance the nerve endings to come up on the skin, but it's also a great way to tease, light touches. It doesn't have, most people think of this and they're like, oh, it's gotta be hard.
Hmm.
No, floggers aren't meant to be super hard. They're meant to be a nice light touch. So, up the arms, you can do it around the shoulders. If you want to do little light whips, okay, it's just really light. Okay, this is
Yeah.
not, is a difference. Okay, we're not doing Amistad or anything like that. Okay, all right. This is your partner who is trying, you're trying to get them off. Okay, we don't want to regress. All right, so just light touches, just really light. If you want to go a little bit harder, if they give you permission, you could go a little bit harder. But what this is going to do is it's going to help to bring the nerve endings up to the surface. And so when you touch them, whether it be with vibration, with your hands, even with the crop, it will help stimulate them and help them want to reach climax. Okay, they don't have to climax, but it helps them reach it. Now, what makes this so much better than just a regular old flogger? Okay, I mean, Kia's already excited because she already saw. Um, there is a magic button, and I had to find it earlier. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see. That's how. So, Kia, you see why I was like,
Yeah.
"What the hell did he do it?" So there is a magic button on here, and when you push the button, the light comes on. So it tells you that it's on. You push it again, and the sucker vibrates. And let me tell you, this thing is strong. And I don't know if
Yep.
you can hear, okay? And I'll even put it on my desk.
I didn't hear it the first time, but I hear it
Yeah,
now.
you hear it?
Yeah.
This is just speed one, okay? This thing has a total of three speeds, okay? So medium, high, and Jesus, okay? There is no low. There's no low. And mind you, I just opened this before we hit play, okay? So this comes like this. Okay. I have not charged it yet. The charger is still backed up.
Wow.
Okay. So medium, high, and Jesus, and then it has six pulsating patterns. So yes. So y'all, do you see the quilt pattern
I
here?
like that.
You can insert and get texture inside. Okay. And you can also, so once you are done whipping them, okay, giving them the whole, you can then, while blindfolded, nipple stimulation, okay?
Ooh.
You can give them a nipple orgasm. You're welcome, okay? If you want to, if you're really into hardcore BDSM and the dominant is male, you can have them while they are blindfolded give you head and give you a hummer at the same time. You put this on her cheek or there or his cheek, whatever. Okay. And they can give you play. Or if it's about giving your dominant person the pleasure, have you put it under their chin. And if they're a female dominant submissive, your tongue will vibrate. You're welcome. Mhm. Yes. Now, This is a little too powerful for my clit. However, there are women that love jackhammer toys.
Yeah.
So I say test it out first before you just jump in and do it. But let me tell y'all, I'm going to keep this sucker in stock. I just bought one because I don't like buying a whole bunch and then it doesn't sell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I am totally
Yeah.
buying this. Yeah, totally buying this. Totally buying this. Key, I'm just saying. It
As soon as like you mentioned when we were on the phone and you just said flogger, I was like, count me in.
uh,
I in my room, I had put some screws in the wall and I have my floggers hanging. I started out with one like from many years ago, and now I have one, two, three, four, five floggers, I believe. Yeah.
do any of them vibrate?
No. So when you said that, I was like, I gotta have it.
Okay. Yeah. Totally got to do it. All right. And so the last one of the BDSM line, and again, this just came in, so I'll show you a picture of what it looks like. Because it's not put together.
Oh
But
yes.
who remembers the movie 50 Shades? How many of you actually seen it? And I want to say it was 50 Shades Part 3. I want to say it was the
Okay.
third movie, even though it was in the second book, they put it in the third movie.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Spreader bar, and let me tell you, we used to have one. And when that movie came out, let me tell you, that thing sold like nobody's business. And then the movie left and it kind of dwindled down.
Yeah.
Well, BDSM is starting to really come back. Fantasy play, it's starting to really um, come back, and it's not just a 50 Shades fad. Like
Yeah.
people are very much so into um, fantasy play and everything. And so we came out with a spreader bar that is a lot different than what we used to have, because not only does it keep your legs spread, but it has an attachment that also locks in your wrists. And so it's called Bear It All. And it will keep you bent over while your legs are spread. So they can have you in doggy style, standing up, bent over. I'll show you a picture in a second.
Okay.
So it does come, you do have to put it together. So it does come 3 pieces. You do have the corkscrew thingies that will clip the leg cutter. So you have the um 2 cuffs here,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have the 2 legs, and then these clip onto these, which are already on the bar. And so, yeah, it keeps your legs separate. So I will show you. I know she's like, shut. So here you go. Okay, so you can see what I'm talking about, the 2 cuffs, and boom. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
Ah.
Now, you don't have to just be in doggy style.
Mm-hmm.
You can also flip them over. So I don't know, again, if you saw on 50 Shades, he flipped her.
Mm-hmm.
You can be flipped, and you can be on your back in missionary, legs up. They put the bar behind their neck, and now they can do you from
Ah.
behind. And let me see if I can find that. So and you guys, I have, I should say, a women's only. Sorry guys, I'm just, my ladies love having something that's just theirs. But
Yeah.
I do have a women's only Facebook group. It is a private group. And we talk about stuff like this, and we play games, and we have all the fun. And there is a picture, and you know what? I have it on my phone. Hold please. Let me find my phone because
I've
I do
never
have.
used a spreader bar before.
Oh, girl, the power that you have with having, because you can't close your legs,
Yeah.
so excuse me.
Bless you.
Let me see. I haven't. Just trying to see where I put it. Um, because like I said, when I saw that, I was like, oh, you can use it for different stuff too, not just, yeah. So it is awesome sauce. And this is something that I will be showing at my party. So let me stop sharing and then I'll show you on my phone. So I don't, you see that?
Oh.
Hmm. Yeah. 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 And if they hit that spot just right where you want to close your legs, you can't.
Mm.
Yeah. And you can even keep the cuffs part still on them and clink them together. You can link them actually together. So the two cuffs, you can link them together.
Ah.
And so they can have their arms up.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in doggy, I mean, you're in missionary like that as well.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Uh-huh. I know. I know. So yeah. And don't worry, I will give my website as well. So if anyone's like, I need this in my life, you will get hooked up with it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yes. You'll have all my handles, my TikTok, all of the things.
Yes. I'm so excited. That made me so happy. I'm really excited. So outside of the BDSM line,
Mhm.
I have a couple. I have quite a few. I have my handy dandy three right here. These are my nightstand like warrior.
Yeah.
So I have Tom. We love Tom.
You have to show them what Tom
Oh
does.
yes. Um, so Tom right here stands for triple orgasm machine.
And it needs to
And
stand for troublemaker. But
yes,
it's
yes. I always this is like the middle one's the power button.
the middle one turns it on. Yes.
Yes. And then because I don't know. I don't know. I do use the rabbit part, but I was just so intrigued by the thrusting action and the beads. They
And
feel
it's super
amazing.
quiet.
It is because I was like, one night I'm like, I don't really care for you to touch me. I'm gonna do my thing over here. And they had no clue that I was just having like a little party beside them. They fell right asleep. And I was just like, but I love this one. This has been my best friend. I've been neglecting Tom. Because now I just have so many toys that I'm just like trying to do a proper
You,
rotation.
and
But
let me tell you, that is a good thing because your body, your clitoris, your vulva, vagina, all of the things can actually get used to one type of vibration. So
mm-hmm.
it's good that you're using all different kinds because your body will always will they won't know it won't know what's coming next and you'll
Yeah.
be able to have an orgasm with no problems.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
so that's a
also
good thing.
really like the color of this one. Like that's just a
I
complete
know.
side note, but it's just something about this color that just brings so much joy to my heart. Um, and then my other one is which is the one that I had told you when I had my party. I was like, I want this one, the butterfly effect.
Yes.
I have a fantasy to go because I just feel like this is a Walmart thing. It has to be done in Walmart.
That's what I said, or TJ Maxx or Marshalls.
Okay.
All of those stores are Walmart-esque.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And so this is a remote control toy. And you just turn this bad boy on, and it has like this is the clit stimulator, this part right
Mhm,
here, and then
mhm.
this inserts and it's the G spot. I'm not certified like you, so I don't know all of the words
You
and
don't
things.
have to. That's the great
Um,
thing about it. We train on that too, but you're doing a very great job.
Thank you. Um, so yeah, I have not used this in public, but it is one of my like bucket list items to do. And this one I've used a few times too. Uh, and then
And the remote has a 32-foot range, just so yes, girl. Mhm.
okay, because
And
I was making a joke to my friend the other day, and I was like, this is Walmart activity. I'll be in like aisle 14 and you're in aisle 15. And then he was like, that's all it goes. I was like, I don't know. That's just the first two numbers that came to
30,
mind.
32 feet, boo. 32
So
feet.
like, well, I don't know feet, but like I guess if I don't go too far in the store, like maybe like produce, you could be in the car and I could be like getting oranges and then you press hit it and I'm like,
Probably,
and then
yeah.
I knock over
Yeah,
the whole
that part.
display.
That part. That part. Yes. I like to tell people play hide and go seek, hide in the clothes, which is why it has to be Walmart, because Target will think you're shoplifting. Walmart, they're just like, oh, it's just a normal day.
Yeah.
And you hide in the clothes and they have to try and find you. Now, I will say this because we do have other remote control toys.
Yeah.
The remotes are universal.
Oh yeah, so the remote acts as a toy too.
Yeah, so the
Oh,
remote, so if we have,
oh
so
no no no.
say I have a different remote control toy and you have butterfly effect
Yeah.
and we are in the same area playing hide and go seek, somebody who is using your remote for you, it will actually turn mine on as well
Oh
if
wow.
I'm close enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I completely brain fart universal. I don't know why I was thinking like because some toys the remote is a toy too.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
it
yeah, yeah,
is.
yeah.
It is. But yeah, not our remotes though. And I learned something new with butterfly effect too.
Ooh,
You can, and this is where you need two because where you can't share.
yeah.
It works as a backdoor play toy as well because it has a
Oh.
flared base.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yes. Yes.
It's so funny because I never really used to be into butt stuff. Um, and then I was on Twitter because I told you I'm a dominatrix now. So like I was on Twitter and I just keep seeing butt plugs and I was like, those are so freaking pretty. I want one. So now I'm on like a butt plug bin. Um and I was talking to one of my friends once and she was like she doesn't like vibrating butt plugs because it makes her feel like she has to poop. And I haven't gone down that route yet of getting a vibrating butt plug, but I'm like, it's probably going to be in my near future.
I was
And
trying to see if I had, because we have one. I just don't have it in my bag. But yeah, we have one. It's called Fifth Base.
okay.
And it is a vibrating butt plug. And it is everything. Yeah.
One of my first toys was a vibrating butt plug, but I didn't use it as that because again, like I was just like, I don't want anything near my back door. But now I'm just like, I'm ready.
Give me all the backdoor stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have this bad boy me first. So
Oh, yes.
I've had it. It's the finger sleeve.
Yes.
Um, and it has two buttons. It does it. Okay, that's the power button, and that's the vibration button. And it's very all of the toys are quiet, so you can just like masturbate and hydrate and have all the fun in peace.
Exactly. And what I love about that one, it's not as strong as the others. So it's
Mm-hmm.
beginner friendly. And for those women that are like, I just got my fingers, I don't need toys, I use my
Yeah.
fingers. Well, your fingers can't do
Oh no 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 no
that.
no. So I've actually used this with two different partners, and one of it was interesting because I was just like, here's the toy, here's how you turn it on. Let me see what you do. And I had one of them, they did like just external clitoral. And
Okay.
it was very soft and nice and it eased in. Then I had the other partner, he inserted it.
Yes.
And I was like,
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So nipple play for that one too.
yeah.
Hummer play for that
Mhm.
one as well. Yeah. It's a great beginner or I just want something different
Yeah.
for type of toy. Yeah. But it's not super duper strong, which I love.
Yeah, I was like, because a lot of the other ones are strong, so I was
Hmm.
expecting like, let's take it slow, but this is definitely a
Yeah.
lot softer and
Yeah.
subtle. Like I wasn't expecting with the insert, I wasn't expecting
Yeah.
that.
Because with the finger, you do that come hither, you hitting that G spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
So then I have another toy that I could not find, but it was like a little massage-ish ball. I know you gave it to me because I was talking about like my
Yes.
sciatica.
So
So
we
I
don't
don't the
have
similar
it
thing.
anymore,
Mhm.
unfortunately. Trust me, I'm sad and because I have it too. So it helps with it's a massage ball. I mean, it's you can use it as a vibrator, but it's legit a massage ball. And I
Yeah.
loved it because it helped with sciatic nerve pain. It helped with loosening up the muscles, just like how chiropractors tell you use a tennis ball
Mhm.
behind you that you are using that the vibration helps to break things up. So my girlfriend has one because she has plantar fasciitis.
Mm.
And so she rolls it along her feet and it helps with her plantar fasciitis. My husband, he stole mine. He travels a lot, and so sitting on the plane, his shoulders and stuff are really stiff. So when he comes home, he lays on it. It's yeah, I
Yeah.
wish. I know. I know. I wish. I wish. I wish.
Yeah.
But we do have one. Well, we have two. Um, we have a toy called oh, I'm trying to find it. It is called the Adventurer.
Mhm.
And what it does, oh, here it is right here. And so what it does, it's almost like I don't know if there's a toy that was out called Womanizer. And Womanizer blew kisses on your clitoris and made it feel like it was sucking and it sucked the soul out of your body and introduced you to Jesus and all of the things. And so we sold that thing so much. I mean, it was crazy. So we came up with our own. So this is
Ah.
adventure. So what's great about it, womanizer blew puffs of air. So your clitoris goes in here. It blew puffs of air in your clitoris. However, not everybody like just the puffs of air. They're like, I need some vibration to go along with it. So it also vibrates.
Mm.
And so this tail end vibrates. You can feel the vibration here too. So this is actually, it's like kissing, it's suckling. So it's not sucking. Now we do have a toy that sucks. We absolutely do. But this one suckles. So it's almost like you can feel the pull, but it's not grabbing.
Okay.
And it's like kisses and it goes so fast. And then you add the vibration to it, it's like a whole like orgasmic experience. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So again, nipple play for this. Anything with vibration, you can totally do nipple play to help
Yeah.
with that nipple orgasm. But then we came out with, I'm trying to see if I have it. Oh, we do. So people are like, this is great. I would love this, and especially if I can have something inside because a lot of people can't just have clitoral um, orgasms by themselves. Like they want that penetration as well.
Mhm.
So we came out with the Adventurer 2.0. So this is
Ooh.
Adventurer Curve. So it goes inside, and you see you got G-spot orgasm going on here. And then this part here actually thumps. Let me see if I can turn it on. And this is new, it just came out. And it actually thumps on the clitoris. Let me see. And then something about this part that comes off too. So I don't know if you guys can see. Can you see the thumping action? I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can. Cause it like, but oh, there it is.
Yes, yes, I can see it now.
Okay. So
Wow.
this is giving you the same suction feel, but it's also thumping on your clitoris at the same time. A lot of people are like adventurer who, because this upgrade, you're getting both clitoral, vaginal, and G spot all at the same time. So it's really cool. Um, and then my top seller, and this has been my top seller, especially for my hostesses for years. Trying to see if this, nope. Oh, here's my section one. I don't know if,
Ooh.
so this is, it's hard. So, but it stays in the curved position. And then this part here, actually, where your clitoris goes, and it's, yeah, it sucks. So again, if you've never used a toy before, this is not for the faint of heart. This is somebody that doesn't mind that extra stimulus, because it can be a little powerful. And then when you insert this, you're giving it a rocking motion that
Oh.
it, while it's vibrating, is getting to your clitoris at the same time. And then this is sucking on your clitoris. So yeah, all the things. All of the things. Okay. Yes. All of it. All of it in a bag of chips. Okay.
That is
I am, my daughter might be charging it. I'm gonna have to ask her, but we have a toy that was designed by a female gynecologist. Oh, wait, it might be over here. Um, it was designed by a female gynecologist, and it was made for women that go, here it is, that have endometriosis or a tilted uterus, because the neck is skinny, so it moves with you. So it's very flexible. So some people have pain during sex, and that is not normal. So you definitely want to talk with your doctor and find out if you have any fibroids, any endometriosis. If you have a tilted uterus, that makes a difference because, sex is a little different, all sorts of things. But this bulb shape here is actually how our vagina is on the inside.
Mhm.
So a penis, when it's going in and out, this is it. So when you see it, it's not really hitting all the spots. Where with this is hitting all of the spots, is getting your G spots, getting your vaginal walls. So you can actually have an orgasm without clitoral stimulation if you don't want to, because only 80, I should say, only 20% of women can have an orgasm without clitoral stimulation. 80% of women need it.
Okay.
So you're not broken if you're like, I'm trying, it felt good, but I couldn't get off without playing with myself. That is what you're supposed to be doing.
Okay.
um, and the other great thing, when you have, even though the toy is good, when you have an orgasm, it starts to slide out, and you're like,
Mhm.
no, you're trying to keep it in. This neck is skinny, so it stays in place. So it's
Mm.
not going anywhere. It actually pushes up. And then this part right here,
Ooh.
uh-huh.
Ooh.
And that's just the low speed. And the low speed is tender. It's like the me first. It's very tender, but it does
Oh
get,
wow.
yeah, hot and heavy. You can't even say, look, it's on the top speed and you can't even see it moving anymore. Okay. That's how fast it is going. Yeah. And because of the two different buttons, if you're like, I don't want clitoral play, I just want to feel it on the inside, you just touch the button for that. That's
Yeah.
that's what's so great about this. Yeah.
I do love that because even Tom does that with the
Yes.
two different buttons. So I'm just like, because I'm not. I sometimes, usually when toys are shaped in this way, I'm not a huge fan of like the rabbit part.
Mm,
Um, and so I usually just use the penetrate, which is interesting because I do like clitoral stimulation toys, but I've noticed that I steer more towards like the suction cup ones. Yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. And then this is the last one that I'll show because I know some people are like, well, what about couples? What do you have for couples? I lied. I'll show two. There are two that I'll show. Maybe. Maybe I lied about, oh no, I didn't lie about that. Um, so C rings, super important because again, when you're having sex, this is what it is. And look what's being ignored. And I told you we need that stimulation. And so our mind wanders. We're in the middle of sex and we're like, shoot, did I turn off the yeah, I turned off the other. I turned off the other. Like that's why you're making a grocery list in your head. I mean, it's normal. It's normal. But with this, you're making him into a vibrator. So you have your vibration here, which is going to sit right here on your clitoris. And then you have the rings here, which goes around him. So it's the inside part that goes around him. And then optional, you have this piece that wraps around his scrotum. Okay. Yeah. So what it will do is it pushes up on his prostate to help give him more stimulation, and then it vibrates. Okay. And so 10 different vibrating settings. So now you're having fun. You can be on top. So you can ride him and you have that pressure feeling there while he's inside of you. He's a part of it. He doesn't feel intimidated because he is helping you with it. He can also, during foreplay, do finger play. So while he's fingering you, this is sitting on your clitoris. So you're having that fun there too. Or hold it upside down, bullet with a handle. So whether you're single or in a relationship, you have that. And then the other couples toy, I love this. I used to show this all the time and then I stopped and then I brought it back and I
Mhm.
show it a lot on TikTok. It looks like a spoon,
It does.
but it is called Twilight Mood. Yeah, it's called Twilight Mood. And it's a vaginal wand. So you can do clitoral play with it. You can put it inside if you want to as well. But what I love about this is it folds in half and you can slide it in. And then you can have your partner with a penis come underneath and they're pushing the toy up. So it's like you're getting double penetration. Exactly.
I love
So if you're
toys.
single, if you're a sexy single, you can still use the toy. It's totally fine. But then you bring in that jump off your boo thing, whatever. You can, or you can still be a sexy single, use it and get a dildo and use the dildo while the toy's in you because yes, it vibrates.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So I know we done showed a lot tonight.
I love it. And then it's like this isn't even half of what Pure Romance has because we
No,
also got
it
in
really isn't.
lingerie. You know, I love like my body oils. Like,
Yes. Yeah,
there's
tons
so
of
much.
lingerie. We have this is a new trending thing now too, a door swing. Um,
I I love like okay, so I am now on my third door swing. I had got two before and never used them and ended up throwing them out. It was when I was younger and I was just like, I guess that I'll never
okay,
have any
okay.
future with them. And then I was like, I really want a door swing. So I finally got one and I still have yet to use it. I'm just like, I'll break it out one day, but
Ma'am,
yeah.
we need to use the door swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we need you swinging. That is important. Okay, just saying, we need you swinging.
I
Yeah.
I be a little bit unhinged sometimes. So I actually like hooked it up to the door and I managed to get myself up and in it somehow, some way. And so I was just like hanging from the door and I was like, all right. And then I never dismount from things properly. So somehow I got down. It wasn't very safely, but I didn't break anything.
That is a good thing. That is a good think, you get used to it and it's not so bad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But for ours, thank God, you don't really need much help
Mm-hmm.
with ours. You can release and get down and stuff on your own too. So yeah, we got a good amount of everything. The only thing we don't have that we're working on now is a Bluetooth vibrator. And the only reason why we don't have it just yet is we want to find the right company because, people think, oh, that's hot, that's sexy. You can control the vibrator anywhere around the world, but it's all on your phone that can share your information. And we want to make sure, even though it's fun, we want to keep it safe as well. So
So, like, you could be in a different state and control it? Like,
a
that's the
different
idea?
country, honey, a different country. Mhm. So that's what we're working on. And they do have toys like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And
Wow.
I am an advocate where, like Kia said, that she gets her freebies and she uses other companies' toys and everything, but she is still loyal and she will still come to me and say, hey, I want to get some stuff. If I don't have it, I will tell you where you can get it. Okay. And not Amazon. Let me
Yeah.
get up into the camera. Stop buying your shit off of Amazon. Okay? Stop buying your shit off of Amazon. It is not good for you. You don't know how old those toys are. You don't know no, don't do
Yeah.
it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I haven't bought like I don't even buy toys from stores. Like I definitely love the personal connection with
Yes.
you getting toys, and it's just the whole experience of buying the toy is so much better.
Yeah.
And
Get
I have
something
yet to be
reputable.
failed. I have yet to be failed because I'd be in here busting nuts. Oh, I ended up buying a waterproof blanket because it was too much. I was like, I can't keep doing all this laundry.
Oh, and I was like, should I get one?
Yes. Oh, so
Like,
when I first bought it, it was questionable because like it it has like the top, it like when it gets wet, the water just kind of beads and flows or whatever, and then it eventually absorbs it. But the bottom is like it's like a blanket. And so it was really, I'm trying to think of like what to compare it to. Like those like jean jackets that have like the white. It's not fur, but it's
yeah,
like kind
the
of
fleece.
yes, something
Yeah,
similar, but
the
like more
wool or the
puffy.
fleece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that it's like that at the bottom. And the first time I used it, it did not stay in place. So it was almost just like I
Mm.
wasted my money on it because it was just sliding all over the place. But now me and it have built a solid relationship and it knows its place not to move around. Um,
Oh, I love it.
yeah.
I love it. Oh my God, this was so much fun.
It was fun. Thank you so much.
Of
So
course.
this is like, I guess, sort of kind of like my birthday party-ish thingy going
We will call it whatever you want. It
on.
is
Okay.
it is Virgo season.
Yes, it is.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it is. My
It is
birthday is in
Virgo.
T minus five. That's 10. 5 days.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
yeah, so this is gonna be released on Monday, and I guess we kind of talked about it on the phone. I wanted to do so like we'll talk a little bit about like the party setup of pure romance, like how that works if you host a party.
Okay, so if you are in the DMV area, if you don't know what the DMV area is, you're not from there. I'm
So
just
it's
saying.
so funny
Uh,
because you saying that the other day, I was in this engagement group on Twitter with some other people, and I was like, hey y'all, like I'm in the DMV, and this girl was like, oh, I hate that place, I'm so sorry for you. And I was like, Do you just hate it in general, or like do you mean for like BDSM dom work? Like I was really confused. And she's like, "Oh no, I thought you meant like you were in Department of Motor Vehicles." And I was like, I have to remember that. But then I also looked at the message and I was like, I said I'm in instead of from. So like I see the confusion, but not really. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. And DMV, we say that. So I'm a New Yorker. So in New York and New Jersey, it's the DMV. So I
Yeah.
know here in Maryland, it's MVA.
Yeah.
So when I first moved down here for college and they used to say that, I'm like, Department of Motor Vehicle? Like what is happening? But no, it stands for those that they think Department of Motor Vehicle. It is the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. Okay. Baltimore is not included in that. But I'm just saying, and I do live in Baltimore. Okay. I am in Baltimore. However, I grew up, I went to college in the DMV area. But so if you're in Baltimore, DMV, if you are even in parts of Jersey and this NYC, I will happily come and do an in-person party for you. Um, and no kids. There can be no kids. We're not corrupting minors. But as long as you are 18 and above, I do a quickie presentation, usually no more than an hour, hour and 15 minutes. I do pass stuff around and do know it's not just toys. It's not just the BDSM. It's not just toys. So if you're like, I'm not really into that. We do
Yeah.
bath and beauty products as well. So we have everything from pH balanced body wash, body oils, pH balanced lubricants as well, because that's super
Oh
important. Do
yes.
know
Yes.
any toys that you're getting, you want to have what I call the TLC package. That's a toy tote, a lubricant, which is pH balance, and our cleansing mist. Okay, not drop the soap. Okay, throw it away. It's not good for your vagina. It's also not good for your toys. But we do sell those as well. We have our number one seller that Pure Romance is known for. If you tell anybody I'm going to a Pure Romance party, 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, make sure you get that coochie shave cream. Okay. Because our shave cream, yeah, the shave cream is like thebomb.com. It
Yeah.
is our number one set. We sell more of that than we do toys, because it has an ingredient in there that helps get rid of ingrown hairs, razor bumps, rashes, and keeps your skin feeling nice and soft. And when the hair starts to grow back, it doesn't itch. It grows
Mhm.
back like peach fuzz. So we have something for everyone. We have foreplay stuff. We have perfumes. We have cellulite creams. We have it all. So
Truly do.
you will get to see some of the presentation. Then we do private shopping. I do come with inventory, so you'll be able to get a good majority of your stuff, if not everything, because I'm not Amazon. I'm not going to have everything in stock, but a good amount of your stuff. Um, and then if you're like, I just want to shop, I do have a website, PR by Nakia, NAKIA.com. And you'll be able to shop. And I know it's Kia's birthday. So for her watchers, her subscribers, you're going to get a special code from her. And I'm sure it will probably show up on the screen, or we'll figure out a way for you that
Insert code
has it.
here.
Yeah, she will hook it up. But when you put in that code, you are going to get a discount off of your entire order. And then I will happily ship it to you and everything. And even if you want to have a virtual party, I do virtual parties as well. If you are like, I'm not in the East Coast or area, or I'm not that close to where you are, I will do a Zoom party just like this, and you get your whole girlfriends on there, and I do a quickie presentation. It's even faster than the in-person one. And then I get everybody's information and we shop. And you get your stuff mailed to you. And the great thing about shopping with me, I do not put your business out there. Okay. My stuff does not say dildos are us. It okay. This is what you will get. You will get a padded envelope that looks like this, or it might be a different color. that has your name and my name on it. It does not have pure romance. It does not say vibes are in here. Nothing like that. It is completely confidential. So your stuff is safe to show up on your doorstep. And unless you have nosy parents or nosy kids that like to open up your mail, um, you won't ever have to worry about anything crazy coming to you. Yeah.
Okay. This is so,
Yeah.
oh my God, this is
Oh,
so much fun. Yes.
I forgot to add, if you are interested in doing what I do, it's on pause right now, but we do have a wait list where you can join us for free. Like you can become a yes, girl. You can become a consultant for free. We do have an option where if you want to get what's called the pro plan, where it's a larger kit, you can do that. But starting, I want to say after Labor Day weekend,
Okay.
we will have a wait list available where you can join it. And what that wait list will do is it will give you a date and time to join a training video, a live training class
Mm-hmm.
via Zoom. And once you do that training class and you fill out a survey, they will ship you your goodies. You just have to pay for the shipping, which is $10. And then you get a kit and we train you on how to do what we do.
Oh, I will
Yeah.
definitely, we'll talk. We'll be talking about that.
Exactly. Exactly. But this
Ah.
was
It
fun.
was so much fun. It was. I like when we had the party last year, I had a great time and I just felt like I was at the party again.
Yay. I'm glad. I'm glad. I should have put on like I should have got a party hat on and all of the
It's okay
things.
because we were both just like, I need some more time.
I know. Like I should have gotten a glass of wine. This is almost like sitting down with one of my girlfriends and we just showing off stuff and
Yes.
talking sex and all of the things. I love this.
Yes.
I
Thank you
absolutely
so
love this.
much.
No problem. No problem. Happy early birthday to
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
And I'll be making sure I celebrate. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank
Mwah.
you for having me.
Of course. Thank you for being here.
All righty.
Bye everybody.
Bye.
Make sure to use code Kia B Day for 15% off at prbynakia.com and hit up Nakia on all her socials. Links are found in the description. Happy birthday to me, and y'all have a great week and bust all the nuts and feel sexy doing it with pure romance.